Welcome to the video lecture on indoor air quality management. Indoor air quality refers to the quality of air within a controlled and confined space. So the confined space may be a room of a building or a cabin in an office room or in an industrial space. So there are a lot of contaminants in the indoor space compared to the outdoor space. So the outdoor air quality is less harmful compared to the indoor air quality, because in the indoor air quality the space is confined and we have high concentrations of the pollutant than the outdoors. So the major source of these contaminants in indoor air quality is the material, even the building material or the building furnitures, floors, roof, tiles, walls, paintings, struts, carpets, or the pet air, etc. So even the building component and the occupant furniture, anything can cause air quality contaminants inside a confined room. So this picture depicts different sources of indoor air quality pollution within a building. So we have molds and bacteria as biological contaminants, and we have asbestos, radon, volatile organic compounds. So these are the major indoor air quality contaminants that cause indoor air pollution. In pesticides, chemicals, so the chemicals which we use for cleaning our carpets, so cleaning our dishes, cleaning our clothes, all these causes indoor air quality pollutants. So as we already discussed, it includes carbon monoxide, radon, VOCs, particulate matters, microbial contaminants like mold and bacteria. So these different types of pollutant causes different effects in the occupants. If exceeds the maximum limit, nitrogen oxide causes irritation to the skin, eyes, throat, cough, etc. Carbon monoxide causes headache, shortness of breath, higher concentration, may cause sudden death. RSPM, so respirable particulate matter, causes respiratory illness. Acute exposure to this causes asthma, and chronic exposure causes COPD or lung cancer. SOx causes lung disorders and shortness of breath. Radon causes lung cancer. Formaldehyde causes irritation to the eyes, nose, throat, fatigue, headache, skin allergies, etc. Asbestos causes lung cancer. Pesticide, skin diseases, and volatile organic compound VOCs causes liver, kidney disorders, irritation to the eyes, nose, throat, skin rashes, and respiratory problems. Ozone causes eye itching, burning sensation, respiratory disorders, lowers our resistance to colds and pneumonia. So these are very toxic and hazardous chemicals. So what is toxic and hazardous? A toxic substance is a substance which causes a brutal illness of the occupants. When a toxic substance is in high intensity of the dosage and with long exposure, then it causes hazardous to the occupants. So how to control these indoor air quality? So there are basic 3 strategies to improve indoor air quality. One is the source control. Most effective way to improve IAQ is to eliminate individual source of pollution or to reduce their emission. For example, some sources like that contain asbestos. So asbestos materials which releases asbestos can be sealed or enclosed in a uh, confined vessel so that its emission into the indoors can be avoided. So the next is proper ventilation. So improved ventilation is the increasing the amount of outdoor air coming indoors. So natural ventilation is the best ventilation that can improve the indoor air quality by diluting the pollutants inside the building. So mechanical ventilation can be avoided so as much as possible. Local bathrooms and kitchen should have exhaust fans which remove contaminants directly from a room where the fan is located. And also it increases the indoor air ventilation rate. So the best and cost effective way is to have plantation. So outdoor plantation as well as indoor plants to improve the oxygen level inside the building, so thereby causing comfort to the occupants by reducing or diluting the contaminants. So through proper ventilation, natural ventilation by opening the windows, opening the doors, so having more indoor plants, and we can have mechanical ventilation in associated with HVAC system like our smart buildings. So all the smart buildings will have this HVAC system which controls humidity, ventilation and air conditioning inside the building. And the third one is the infiltration. Infiltration is the process by which outdoor air flows into the building through opening, joints and cracks in a wall. So this can be achieved by having dry brick walls without any plastering, and we can have filler roof slabs. So these will increase the this will maintain the temperature inside a building and also improves air ventilation through these open joints. And we can establish air cleaners. There are relatively inexpensive tabletop models to sophisticated expensive all-out system of air cleaners. So the effectiveness of air cleaners depends on how well it collects pollutant from the indoor air and how much air it draws through the cleaning or filtering element. These should be well maintained as per manufacturer guidelines. So there are n number of air cleaners available in the commercial market. We can directly install these air cleaners for more effective air quality management. Now we will discuss about sick building syndrome. When a building becomes sick, when 20% of the occupants feel discomfort inside a single room or inside a building without any external discomfort. That means without any external illness. So illness due to external features, then the building is said to be sick building, and the building is that syndrome is called as sick building syndrome. So in a sick building syndrome, the occupants can feel comfort once they leave the building. Okay. So from this we can arrive that the building has become sick. So the building itself is not a sick, but the building materials or the furnitures or any accessories in the building releases pollutant air, so more amount of contamination, and without proper ventilation the occupants feel discomfort, and hence the building is said to be sick building, and the effects of this sick building is called as sick building syndrome in their occupants. So what are the symptoms of the sick building? The symptoms of sick building generally is sore eyes and a feeling of suffocation inside a building, dry sore throat, coughing, backache, intermittent fatigue, headache, agitation, anxiety, dizziness, sleeplessness, psoriasis. So these are the common symptoms in sick building. So the major pronounced symptoms the occupants feel are, so they can't sleep well in the night, so they have nightmares, so they don't have proper sleep, and headache and fatigueness and anger, so they show anger more frequently than the people in the normal building. So all these lead to their working efficiency inside that building. So these are the symptoms of SBS. And what is building related illness? An associated problem with sick building syndrome is building related illness. It is deemed as a building associated clinically verifiable and diagnosable disease. So if an occupant is living prolonged in a poor indoor air quality house, that is in a sick building, then that leads to building related illness, so which is diagnosable by a clinic, inside a clinic, or by a doctor, so which can be diagnosed easily by a doctor. If signs of acute illness are present and can be attributed to the condition in the facility, the building can be classified as building related illness. So hypersensitivity with 6 hours of incubation period, a humidifier fever for 4 hours incubation period, and Legionnaires disease LD for 2 to 10 days,